Listen, all leading up to this, you never downplayed how tough you thought Paddy would be, right? But surely you never thought it was going to be like that. I mean, did you envision a scenario where he goes toe-to-toe and has a Justin Gaethje fight with Justin Gaethje?
Yeah, I did. I mean, that was his only choice. And I knew he wasn't going to quit. He's not a quitter. I've never seen him quit, never seen him give up. And luckily, I found some success early. You know, like I said, I was going to have to steal some momentum, and he was very confident, and I had to take that early. And, you know, the moment I stepped in there, he didn't take his eyes off me. That was me not too long ago. And I guess I was Eddie Alvarez, here to teach him a lesson. Same thing he did to me.
He did try a couple takedown attempts, a couple foot sweeps in the clinch, things like that. I mean, so he did attempt to get the fight to the ground, but did you expect him, or were you the whole time, were you expecting him to pivot his strategy and just like sell out for the takedown and try to get you down?
Yeah, I mean, but I deserve some credit for stopping that from happening. I mean, there's no doubt he wanted to get it there. But half of wrestling is stopping people from taking you down, and that's what I was best at. And so luckily I was successful tonight from keeping him there. I thought I grappled well. I was in his guard, in his guard a little bit, past his guard, landed some huge shots. Pretty sure I sliced his face open with a couple elbows. Felt amazing. So yeah, like I said before, since Oliveira choked me out, I've been putting a lot of work in, and it sucks that it's part of the sport, but I have to do it.
I thought it was great that you gave him some credit to his tagline, the Scousers don't get knocked out. But I mean, as you're hurting him multiple times over there, like, do you start to get frustrated at all? Or like, what do I got to do here?
No, I just got to stay in it. You know, my coaches do a good job at keeping me focused and keeping me in the fight. But I've been here, I've done it too many times to try to think that it's over or he's quitting. I knew, I could feel it. This guy was trying to hurt me the whole time. And if I took my foot off the pedal for a second, he was on my ass. And he did a good job up to the last second. I really wanted to finish him, but I loved teaching him a lot. He said my face was not going to look the same after the fight, and his would look the exact same. So as soon as it was over, I was like, well, look at your face, motherfucker. It does not look the same.
Listen, Justin Gaethje won rounds 1, 2, and 4. Very clear, by the way, as well, especially in the first 2 rounds. And Pimblett won rounds 3 and 5, I thought. Very clearly in round 3. And then round 5 was a scrappy round that I thought he got the better of. This was a great scrap. I have no idea how Paddy Pimblett did not get flatline KO'd on about 50 different occasions. If he lost, yes, he did lose. And if he lost any stock from this, the one saving grace is that he's been saying for a long time, we don't get knocked out, lad. And that would be the worst thing to happen to him. If he got KO'd in one of these fights badly, that would just be his ridicule forever. What happened to Scousers don't get knocked out, and it'd just be images of Paddy Pimblett out cold. I have no idea how he didn't get flatlined in this fight. Justin Gaethje was cracking him with so many overhand rights. And the worst part was, it's not even like you were understanding why he took the shot so well. Oh, he was rolling with that one. Oh, he tucked into that one a little bit. He saw it coming. I could see the shots coming. I was wincing while Gaethje was loading up because you could see Pimblett leaving exchanges with his chin up in the air and just getting his whole jaw span. And somehow he's still in the fight and throwing back. Absolutely crazy fight. Justin Gaethje started very slow, but picked it up towards the end of round 1 with a big knockdown against the cage. It should be mentioned. Even though it's going to be seen as biased for me to bring this up, I bring up fouls in every fight breakdown I do. I know I wanted Paddy to win, but I am going to bring up the fouls. Gaethje fought very fucking dirty in this fight. A lot of eye pokes, a groin shot as well. I think Paddy Pimblett had a groin shot that he landed too, but that was towards the end of the fight where it was just an absolute mess of a scrap between the two of them.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of leaning towards Paddy. But the way he does get hit with left hooks, he looks so good against Michael Chandler. Paddy's got a lot of ways to win.
He's a scouser.
He's a scouser. Scousers don't get knocked out, you mushroom.
He KO'd Dustin with a head kick too. The fight before the Max Holloway one, which is pretty impressive.
True. So who got, man?
Probably Paddy, rear naked.
I think. Oh, Paddy. All right.
Look at your face, you dickhead.
Dana White didn't mince words after the lightweight clash, publicly shaming Paddy Pimblett for his pre-fight trash talk. Pimblett had declared Justin Gaethje's face wouldn't look the same, his own pristine. Post-fight, it was Pimblett, not Gaethje, who bore the brutal marks of war. White saw this as false confidence, a mentality he believes is terrible, and will kill you every time in the octagon. This unvarnished criticism exposed a mindset flaw that could plague the baddie, a brutal lesson from the sport's highest authority.
So how did you react to this fight? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more MMA content like this.
The highly anticipated interim lightweight championship bout between Paddy Pimblett and Justin Gaethje delivered beyond expectations, cementing another unforgettable UFC chapter. It was an absolute dogfight and a war, a brutal showcase of grit that left fans on edge. The MMA community erupted with diverse reactions as fighters across weight classes weighed in. This wasn't just another title fight, it was a testament to the raw, unyielding spirit of both competitors, pushing boundaries. The sheer intensity and drama of the night captivated everyone. The physical toll on both gladiators was surprisingly uneven. Paddy Pimblett was rushed to the hospital for assessment, but Justin Gaethje seemed unfazed. "Believe me, I've been in plenty of wars. I'm good," Gaethje stated, shrugging off concerns. This stark contrast highlighted Gaethje's legendary durability and experience in brutal battles. His quick recovery left many wondering if his seasoned body simply absorbed punishment better, or if the fight's narrative heavily favored his battle-hardened resilience, an outcome that spoke volumes. Dana White, reflecting on Pimblett's journey, recalled initial skepticism about the baddie's true fighting prowess. "He needs to be able to fight," White commented upon his arrival. Yet, even in defeat, Pimblett's durability against Gaethje shifted White's perspective. This fight, despite the loss, showcased resilience that impressed the UFC president, leading him to believe Pimblett will be considered one of the best in that division. Moving forward, a pivotal moment validating his raw potential for future greatness. White didn't just praise Pimblett's toughness, he pinpointed a critical flaw in his fight strategy. "I think that's what ficked him," White asserted, referring to Pimblett being the favorite for the first time. Accustomed to fighting as an underdog, the pressure of expectation seemed to alter his approach. White criticized Pimblett's game plan, stating it wasn't the greatest. The implication was clear. Pimblett's usual underdog mentality was replaced by a burden that affected his performance and decision-making, ultimately costing him the victory. Pimblett's initial game plan, declared pre-fight, was to knock this motherfucker out tomorrow. He never abandoned that aggressive, striking-focused approach, even when dropped. Gaethje kept waiting for Pimblett to eventually have to shoot and try to submit him. The failure to adapt, to pivot to grappling when striking wasn't working, became a major talking point. It highlighted a stubborn adherence to a costly strategy against Gaethje's power, leaving many to question the tactical choices made, leading to a difficult outcome. The professional fighting community was sharply divided leading up to this massive showdown, creating a fascinating narrative of competing perspectives. Stylistic clashes like this often draw strong opinions, and this bout was no exception. Veterans and current champions alike weighed in with their predictions, fueling the pre-fight hype and debate. The contrast in expectations highlighted the unique challenges both fighters presented, leaving fans and analysts guessing how the highly anticipated contest would unfold in the octagon's unforgiving environment. It was a true clash of philosophies. Dustin Poirier delivered an assessment that genuinely caught many observers off guard, especially given the betting landscape. The veteran lightweight firmly leaned towards Justin Gaethje, a surprising choice when much of the public backed Pimblett. Poirier's rationale centered on Gaethje's extensive championship round experience, believing it would be decisive when fatigue and mental exhaustion inevitably became factors. He understood the brutal toll of those deep waters, knowledge that couldn't be replicated, giving Gaethje a significant unseen advantage. Poirier questioned Pimblett's ability to effectively keep distance during striking or successfully complete takedowns against Gaethje's wrestling pedigree. This created what Poirier saw as a problematic dynamic. Pimblett forced into extended striking battles, regardless of strategy. The real challenge, according to Poirier, became maintaining composure and discipline across 25 full minutes, a test he felt Gaethje was uniquely equipped to handle, predicting a difficult night for the baddie. A candid revelation from Poirier hinted at the UFC's potential desire for a specific outcome. When asked if the organization wanted Paddy to win, Poirier simply stated, probably. He reasoned that with Justin Gaethje openly discussing retirement, a young, marketable star like Pimblett winning would allow the UFC to continue to build him. It's more marketable Paddy wins, Poirier concluded. This insight offered a glimpse into the commercial realities that sometimes intersect with pure sporting competition, a telling statement from a fighter close to the action. Uriah Faber, the former WEC kingpin, echoed similar reasoning, backing Gaethje to prevail. Faber recognized Gaethje as someone who genuinely loves to get down and throw a fist for fist, embracing chaotic firefights, while acknowledging the danger from Pimblett's submission arsenal. Faber trusted Gaethje's Division I wrestling to provide defensive tools for grappling. He believed Gaethje possessed the tools to keep it where he wants it, neutralizing Pimblett's strongest threats and dictating terms of engagement, a key factor in his prediction. Belal Muhammad, the former welterweight champion, dedicated significant time to dissecting this matchup, landing firmly in Gaethje's corner. Muhammad focused heavily on Pimblett's defensive liabilities during stand-up exchanges and his troubling tendency to absorb unnecessary damage. These vulnerabilities, Muhammad believed, would become exponentially more dangerous against Gaethje's knockout power and aggressive pressure. He saw these flaws as ultimately catastrophic, leading directly to Gaethje getting his hand raised, a stark warning for Pimblett's future. However, several prominent voices broke from this consensus, viewing the fight through an entirely different lens and confidently backing Paddy Pimblett. This split highlighted the unpredictable nature of MMA, where different analysts can see entirely divergent paths to victory. The confidence in Pimblett from this opposing camp underscored his unique skill set and the belief that his particular style could indeed pose significant problems for even a seasoned veteran like Gaethje, setting up a thrilling pre-fight narrative of competing strategies and expectations. Alexander Volkanovski, the former featherweight champion, approached the matchup from a contrasting perspective. He expected Pimblett to emerge victorious and claim interim gold. Volkanovski's reasoning centered on Pimblett's consistent ability to perform under pressure when critics expressed doubts. He highlighted Pimblett's impressive performance against Chandler as evidence of the baddie's capacity to flawlessly execute game plans under scrutiny. This ability, Volkanovski argued, would be essential against Gaethje, making Pimblett a formidable, often underestimated challenger. Sean O'Malley, the bantamweight star, also broke from the majority, firmly backing Pimblett for the interim championship. O'Malley envisioned this as an ideal stylistic puzzle for the British grappler. He predicted Pimblett would identify a crucial opening in the second round and capitalize by locking in a rear naked choke. This demonstrated substantial confidence in Pimblett's grappling and his keen combat instincts for recognizing opponent vulnerability during chaotic exchanges, believing those submission skills would ultimately prove decisive. O'Malley's confidence in Pimblett's grappling was bolstered by his past performances. He acknowledged that while Pimblett does get hit with left hooks, his overall game and ability to find finishes are undeniable. The Paddy RNC was a distinct possibility in O'Malley's mind, a testament to the Liverpool fighter's potent ground game. He saw Pimblett as having a lot of ways to win, possessing a diverse arsenal that could catch even a powerhouse like Gaethje off guard, particularly in a scramble. Michael Bisping, another revered British former champion, added his voice to those supporting Pimblett. Bisping cited the baddie's well-rounded skill set as a crucial advantage. He also referenced Liverpool durability, central to Pimblett's fighting identity, while acknowledging Gaethje's reputation as one of MMA's most dangerous strikers. Bisping believed Pimblett possessed the versatility to fluidly transition between striking and grappling, as situations demanded, ensuring he could escape dangerous positions or impose his game plan, proving too adaptable for Gaethje. Bisping further elaborated on Pimblett's versatility, seeing it as a unique weapon. The ability to threaten across multiple dimensions forces opponents into difficult decisions about where to commit their defensive resources and attention. This strategic dilemma, Bisping argued, could prove decisive. Pimblett's fluid transitions prevent opponents from settling into a comfortable rhythm, constantly keeping them guessing and vulnerable to attacks from different angles, making him a truly unpredictable and dangerous challenger against even the most seasoned strikers like Gaethje. For Justin Gaethje, this interim title shot carried immense weight. Bisping framed it as Gaethje's final crack of the whip, acknowledging he had contended for the undisputed title twice against legends like Oliveira and Khabib. This fight was seen as a potential last hurrah for Gaethje to finally claim championship gold, a culmination of a brutal career defined by high-stakes battles. The pressure on Gaethje to seize this moment, perhaps his last real chance at glory, was monumental, adding another layer of drama to the bout. Comparing Gaethje's challenge against Pimblett to his previous title fights highlighted the shift in stakes. While Pimblett presented a dangerous opponent, Bisping noted that Gaethje's past encounters were against one of the greatest of all time, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and the pound-for-pound king. Pimblett was not an easier Matthew, but a different kind of challenge. This perspective emphasized the caliber of opponents Gaethje has consistently faced, underscoring his warrior spirit and willingness to fight anyone, anytime at the highest level. Bisping cautioned against underestimating Paddy Pimblett. "Underestimate Paddy at your peril," he declared, a sentiment many critics overlook. While Gaethje possesses knockout power, Bisping believed Pimblett's ability to take the fight to the ground, replicate a Max Holloway game plan, or simply absorb punishment and counter made him a truly dangerous proposition. The warning was clear. Assuming a stand-up war against Pimblett without considering his diverse skill set would be a critical, potentially catastrophic error. Ultimately, the fight showcased an incredible chin from Pimblett, a revelation that surprised even seasoned analysts. "I didn't know Paddy Pimblett had a chin like that until tonight," one commentator remarked. To withstand Gaethje's infamous power, absorbing devastating punches and staying in the fight, proved Pimblett's remarkable durability. This newfound respect for his toughness, even in a losing effort, significantly elevated his standing. It confirmed that the baddie can indeed withstand a full-blown war against the sport's most brutal strikers. The Justin Gaethje vs. Paddy Pimblett interim title fight was more than a contest for gold. It was a crucible forging new perceptions and solidified legacies. It exposed raw truths about strategy, confidence, and sheer will. While Gaethje's hardened experience ultimately prevailed, Pimblett's performance, particularly his chin and resilience, earned him immense respect, promising an even brighter future. This bout serves as a powerful reminder that in the octagon, true character is revealed, and every loss can be a profound lesson. What lessons did you take from this incredible fight?